Hi, my name is An, and I'm going to be your guide throughout this spoken English tutorial series, and this is going to be part number 5. In this part, I'm going to talk about how to speak with good pronunciation and accent, and how to become amazing and charismatic. In my previous lesson, I've covered the most common ways to increase your vocabulary. I've told you about the pros and cons of each of the methods. I've told you about the passive and active vocabularies. And in this lesson, I will talk about how to improve your pronunciation. Why do you want to improve your pronunciation and accent? Having an accent is not necessarily bad, as everyone has an accent nowadays. Even Americans, different regions, different accents. However, linguists do not call the American accents as actually accents, like different American accents, because in their opinion, there is a standard American accent, and the only thing that differs from one region of the United States to another is the pronunciation. Well, in any case, there is a standard accent. If your pronunciation is way too different from that standard, your English is going to be very hard to understand. And I think that the majority of you guys and girls here want to have good pronunciation. Why not? Does speaking English with good accent mean only having good pronunciation? Pronunciation is basically your ability to produce individual sounds correctly or not incorrectly. Example, these sounds, I'm going to produce these sounds right now. As in cat. As in vocabulary. Actually, those sounds are all from the word vocabulary. Ew. It's the soundless right? I don't remember the actual name of it. It has a very specific name. Yeah. And you don't have to remember the exact symbols of the phonetic alphabet, but if you do, it will help you a lot. For example, I actually don't remember all the vowel sounds, but how they're written in the phonetics alphabet. But I do remember how approximately how each of these sounds are produced, like how pronounced. Now, try to say the word vocabulary. Vocabulary. Basically, this word contains all the 4 vowels that I've just demonstrated for you. Consonants and vowels. Vowel sounds are the sounds that do not require 2 points of your mouth to come into contact. Cat, right? Like the. Those do not require you to actually have 2 points of your mouth to come into contact. You can open your mouth and just produce the sounds easily. Consonant sounds are the sounds that require 2 points of your mouth to come into contact. Example, t, p, k, b, and other sounds. There are a lot of consonant sounds. I cannot put all of them here. And you have to remember that accent is not the same as pronunciation. According to linguists, pronunciation is not the same as accent. Linguists think that America has a standard American accent, and the pronunciation is what changes when you move from one region of the United States of America to another. So let's take it for what it is, and I will not be using the word accent for describing different pronunciations of American English that because although Americans themselves use the word American accent whenever they are talking about different sounds of English throughout their own country. Now, how to improve your own pronunciation, how to improve your own accent. So let's talk about pronunciation first. Consonants, well, they are easy. Just listen to how I produce these sounds. T, k, b, r. There are many other consonants, and I do not have enough time to explain how to produce each of them in this tutorial. And although I did say that consonants are easy sounds to produce, it actually depends on your nationality, because I know, for example, that Vietnamese have trouble producing the sound r. R. Russians, of course, they do not have this problem, although they might be they might have a little bit too strong of the r, because Russians have a lot of r in their language. Vowels, well, they're harder to explain, but you basically have to make sure that you move your tongue, lips, and your jaw correctly, and you also have to make sure that you produce the vowels of the correct length. Okay, let me explain it to you. For example, if you want to pronounce the sound eh, you need to draw your jaw down. If your jaw is not down, is not drawn down, the sound will not be correct. Like if I try to say it like with my jaw up, it will sound like it's just not correct. You gotta put the jaw really down, like like in cat, Now, how to improve your pronunciation, how to improve your accent, part 2. There are many other vowel sounds out there, right? For example, I. You need to drop your jaw as if you're about to say like you're visiting your doctor and you have to say like in ice. Or this sound, it requires you to put your lips into a circle, right? So round your lips and do not let your jaw drop too low, like orderly, or orderly. And I've already covered this. You need to drop your jaw down, like in cat. And then there are many other vowels. There are probably more than 10. I'm not sure because I have to look it up. But basically, you need to watch the position of your jaws, lips, and tongue, and you have to put them into the right positions in order to produce the right sounds. Let's talk more about vowels. The last thing you want to know is that there are 2 types of vowels, long and short vowels. Long vowels are approximately twice the length of the short vowels. Example of a short vowel, example of a long vowel, I. Well, that's it. So let's talk about accent now. Accent is a concept broader that is more general than pronunciation. Accent, according to the linguists, consists of not only pronunciation of individual sounds, but also how you say the whole sentence. For example, I'm very tired right now and I really want to go home, but the teacher does not allow me to. All right? Notice how I emphasize the words very, really, does not allow me to. That's the specific of the English language, because you can actually emphasize certain words, and depending on where you put the stress, the meaning of the sentence can change. All right, let me give you an example. For example, did you steal my car? Or did you steal my car? Well, you can actually hear that in the first sentence I'm asking more about did you steal my car or something else. Did you steal my car, right? Or did you not steal my car? Actually, it can have both meanings. And did you actually steal my car? I'm asking if it was you who did this, or it was someone else, right? Another thing is you should notice how I blend all the words together, and I do not read the sentence word by word. It sounds very choppy. So I'm not reading like I'm very tired right now, and I really want to go home, but the teacher does not allow me to. Even if I read it faster, like if I am doing it, I'm very tired right now and I really want to go home, but the teacher does not allow me to. It sounds very choppy, right? So your goal is actually to blend the sounds together. You have to say, I'm very tired right now and I really want to go home, but the teacher does not allow me to. All right? And you gotta notice that there's certain intonation. I'm putting the stress somewhere. A general rule of the thumb is that whenever you start the sentence, you gotta start with the high intonation. I'm very tired right now. At the beginning, I'm very tired, right? And I really want to go home. And I really want to go home. You can also say it both ways, but the teacher does not allow me to, right? You can put it into the beginning. So whenever you put the intonation into the stress into the beginning, you can't go wrong. But experiment with the intonation, because English is all about intonations. So your homework. Well, I don't think that you need to have a perfect accent, because your goal is to just have an accent that is understandable enough. Work on this. Whenever you feel that you're producing the wrong sound, you need to experiment with the length of the sound, the position of the lips, jaws, tongue, and I hope that you will eventually find the sweet spot. And remember that there's vowels and consonants, and just remember how they all sound, right? That's for pronunciation. And remember to always record yourself. So record yourself and watch your intonation. Where do you put the stress? And also watch how you blend the sounds of the words together, or are you not, right? Do not make it too choppy. Do not read word by word. Read it like a true American. Be lazy, right? American English is very lazy. People they don't even open their mouth that much. So basically, that's all you have to do. Whenever you're trying to improve your spoken English, just watch these checkpoints, so to speak, this checklist, and yeah, anytime you want to, anytime you see yourself making a mistake in pronunciation, just correct it, and just see if you're following my checklist, and you'll be okay. So so that's it for today. I hope you liked this lesson. I will try to upload more lessons for you, of course, although I've run out of ideas. So since I've run out of ideas, you should contact me on my website at the bottom, www.englishspeakingtips.com. And if you contact me, you can ask for a personal consultation. Tell me your problems, and I'll come up with a solution for your problem. And maybe I will actually use that to create more tutorials, right? Of course, the tutorials that I put up will be for free, and yeah, the things I sell, if you want it, you buy it, and if not, you don't buy it. All right. So see you soon, maybe. Bye.